The most powerful secret organization in the world is the Bilderberg Group, organized in 1952 and named after the hotel where its first meeting took place in 1954. The man who organized the Bilderberg Group, Prince Bernhard of the Netherlands, has the power to veto the Vatican's choice of any pope it selects. Prince Bernhard has this veto power because his family, the Habsburgs, are descended from the Roman emperors. Prince Bernhard is the leader of the Black family. He claims descent from the House of David and thus can truly say that he is related to Jesus. Prince Bernhard, with the help of the CIA, brought the hidden ruling body of the Illuminati into public knowledge as the Bilderberg Group. This is the official alliance that makes up the world governing body. The core of the organization is 3 committees made up of 13 members each. Thus, the heart of the Bilderberg Group consists of 39 total members of the Illuminati. The 3 committees are made up exclusively of members of all the different secret groups that make up the Illuminati, the Freemasons, the Vatican, and the Black nobility. This committee works year-round in offices in Switzerland. It determines who is invited to the annual meeting and what policies and plans will be discussed. Every proposal or plan that has ever been discussed at an annual meeting of the Bilderberg Group has come to pass usually within 1 or 2 years following the meeting. The Bilderberg Group is directing the quiet war that is being waged against us. How can they do it? These are the men who really rule the world. Manly P. Hall, 33rd degree Mason, probably the most renowned expert on these subjects, wrote in his book, The Secret Destiny of America. For more than 3,000 years, secret societies have labored to create the background of knowledge necessary to the establishment of an enlightened democracy among the nations of the world. All have continued, and they still exist, as the Order of the Quest. Men bound by a secret oath to labor in the cause of world democracy decided that in the American colonies they would plan the roots of a new way of life. The Order of the Quest was set up in America before the middle of the 17th century. Franklin spoke for the Order of the Quest, and most of the men who worked with him in the early days of the American Republic were also members. Not only were many of the founders of the United States government Masons, but they received aid from a secret and august body existing in Europe, which helped them to establish this country for a particular purpose known only to the initiated few. The members of the Bilderberg Group are the most powerful financiers, industrialists, statesmen, and intellectuals who get together each year for a private conference on world affairs. The meetings provide an informal, off-the-record opportunity for international leaders to mingle and are notorious for the cloak of secrecy they are held under. The headquarters office is in The Hague in the Netherlands. The goal of the Bilderberg Group is a one-world, totalitarian socialist government and economic system. Take heed, as time is running short. You must understand that secrecy is wrong. The very fact that a meeting is secret tells me that something is going on that I would not approve.
Een belangrijke voorman van het beruchte vergaderclubje was prins Bernhard.
We waren een discussiegroep. En voor zover ik begrepen heb van mijn vrienden nu die deelnemen, en van Trix natuurlijk ook, en dat is zo gebleven.
I think everybody felt that he was the perfect person to be the presiding officer.
What they needed is a royal face, and of course they had one in a charismatic character of Prince Bernhard.
Als Bernhard ertussenuit glipt, neemt zijn dochter Beatrix het stokje over.
Prince Bernhard's role was initially as the glue that held the whole thing together. I think Beatrix is a far more important member of the organization than Prince Bernard ever was, because I think she's much more intelligent.
Prince Bernard of the Netherlands and part of the black nobility had veto power over who became Pope after the Second World War. These things indicate that the Catholic Church is controlled by a more powerful force. Brothers infiltrated and took over the Catholic Church. A fraternal summit was held in 1967 on Washington's birthday, where leaders of the Catholic Knights of Columbus and the leaders of the northern jurisdiction of the Scottish Rite of Brother Manry discussed combining the two orders with the goal of capturing the Catholic Church. John Paul I was poisoned by Brothermen, and John Paul II, a Polish J and a Brotherman, replaced him. Important members of the Bilderbergers now have veto power over who becomes the Pope. The Brothermen have infiltrated every position of power within the Vatican hierarchy, while the P2 Lodge continues financing corrupt causes. The Catholic Church has been the major power behind the ecumenical movement, which has purposefully taken Christian churches away from their doctrinal foundations. What's important about the Catholic Church is its power and size. Recently, numerous priests have been discovered molesting children, and hundreds of lawsuits have been filed against them.